Hello, and welcome to the first ever episode of the Virtual Reality Show, where we will be talking about any and all things related to virtual reality inside of virtual reality. I'm your host, Fia, and I'm so excited to kick off this series today. Before we get started on this week's topic, I want to do a quick introduction of what this show is exactly. I'm planning to cover topics ranging from VR-related news, breakthroughs, technology, all the way to the philosophies of virtual reality and what this means for a future society. So, if you are or know someone related to virtual reality in any way, go ahead and let me know because I would love to have you or them on the show and start talking about all things related VR. If you do enjoy this show today, make sure you let me know and show some support because that lets me know if I should continue on doing something like this or not. So, really appreciate that. Quick disclaimer before we start today, we will be talking about some risque topics. I'm going to be trying to do my best to keep it completely clean, but my idea of clean may not resonate with your idea of clean, so there's your warning. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about, you guessed it, CamGirls! Virtual CamGirls, that is, and not exactly CamGirls per se, but a specific CamGirl. Yes, you might have guessed it, we're talking about Projekt Melody, who is causing quite the online controversy in her virtual reality-based streams that have been topping the charts of the popular pornographic site Chaturbate, where online users can interact directly with the, chatterbaiters on the screen. However, her popularity has blown up on other platforms as well, including gaining over 100,000 Twitter followers and 50k subs on YouTube. Her immense popularity has been striking to watch unfold, but some quote-unquote real girls on Chaturbate have not been too happy about Melody's success. They've sent hate messages saying it's unfair for someone to hide behind a screen and get this many views when they put everything on display for the entire world, which comes with way bigger lifelong drawbacks. What's interesting about Projekt Melody is not just her looks, but rather what she's made of. While there is in fact a real girl who takes on the role of Melody behind the scenes, there's a small team that's working on the project, the main proponent being online user Digitrevix, who did the character design and modeling for Melody. There's a great interview with Digitrevix, which I will link in the description below, where he talks more about his role and the technologies and the behind the scenes of how they brought together this virtual CamGirl and brought her to life. Digitrevix mentioned in this interview that he's working on projects with other virtual musicians, which the goal is to create concerts similar to the hologram concerts of Hatsune Miku, but instead of pre-rendered audio and video, the media would be streaming live, as the people controlling the avatars are being streamed real time. This is the future of entertainment right here. The boundaries of what we consider real versus virtual are wearing thin as we see more and more overlap in the VR entertainment industry as it begins sneaking into the mainstream. I think Digitrevix will be regarded as a real trailblazer because of this. Tons of people are going to follow these trends of becoming virtual camgirls or virtual musicians, and I think a lot of them are going to be directly inspired by what Digitrevix is doing. So, back to virtual camgirls. What exactly do they mean for our future? Well, this door being opened opens up loads of possibilities, one being the rise of waifus. Look, weebs love their waifus. It's been common in modern times for real people to have attractions or crushes on fictional characters. But before, these characters were always intangible and out of reach. They weren't capable of caring about you or reciprocating feelings of love to you. But now we're starting to see them interact back. This could lead to a huge shift in culture towards what we've been observing over in Japan the past years. There's a lack of motivation to start a family or develop romantic relationships when you can find sexual and emotional fulfillment online. If AI technology develops to the point where you can strap on a headset and do whatever you want with a fully customizable girlfriend of your choosing, then why would anyone want a real person that's flawed and can break your heart? It mirrors what we see in Denis Villeneuve's Blade Runner 2049, when Ryan Gosling's character falls completely in love with an AI program called Joy, who acts like a real person but is a character, dare I say, waifu. But he doesn't seek out a real girl to replace Joy. No, he actively seeks out a way to make love to his digital girlfriend who doesn't even exist. We're heading down this exact same path. Melody is just the beginning of how virtual reality will affect our relationships, both human and with human-like characters. There's pros and cons to it, but I think either way, this future is inevitable. People love technology, but how long until we fall in love with it? I think it's important we talk about these tough problems before they enter the cultural mainstream, so that we're prepared to handle the cultural effects of when they do before they change us for good. Alright, well, that's enough on waifu cam girls for today. But if you would like to continue the conversation, feel free to join my Discord, link in the description. And if you enjoyed the virtual reality show, then please go ahead and like and subscribe. It's really gonna help me out, especially in continuing to make VR related content as I'm just starting out. Which, speaking of, if you would like to contribute to my Patreon, that'll help me out a ton in making content so that I can afford things like full body tracking. I have so many great ideas for this channel, so please show your support to help me make those ideas a reality. No pun intended. Anyways, I'm sending you a big thank you from me, Fia, and thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of The Virtual Reality Show. Bye!